Red and Black TV here. We're back again, and another season upon us. Round one.
Yeah.
It's been a long off season, huh?
Dragged. Australia Cup help, but dragged.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's dragged on as usual, but I feel like this one's coming around pretty quick.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Like the Australia Cup did help.
Yeah.
You guys?
No, it's I'm excited, man. I'm excited. We'll give it a crack. Again, we've got a new team. It's like every year it's like we're starting with a whole new team. Yeah, that's the A-League for you. Before we get to that, how do you reckon there was some really good feedback on the Ruden podcast, the last one.
Yeah, very well.
I think we hit the home run with that one.
I fucking know. When you have the manager on, man.
Well, I was driving home that night, right after that podcast, and I'm thinking, what's next for us? You've had the captain on the show, you've had players on the show, you've had now the gaffer. What do we send an invitation to Ledra? What do we do? What's next?
Why not? You tell us, people.
Scotty and
Look, I'd love Scotty on, but
Scotty would love to jump on.
I don't know if he has much entertainment on him.
He's
very bland.
Come on.
He's good,
He
man.
needs a bit of seasoning, bro.
Oh, for fraggers. Right here.
We'll get him talking, bro.
I think I don't know if we mentioned it, but Ruden actually approached us. We didn't approach him. So
you're right, man.
credit where that's due. At the forum, he just comes up and he goes, "Boys, I want to come on."
He pulled me aside and he goes, "Where's the camera?" I'm like, "The camera? I didn't bring it tonight." He's like, "No, for the show. Like, I want to come on." Oh, I was like, "You want to come on? Well, for fucking up to you. Like, when you're ready,
Freaking
come
out,
on."
eh?
How good's
Before
that?
you know it, well, a week later, boom, he's on the show.
Respect to him. He understands this platform is an integral part of obviously the fan base, and there's a lot of people that's jumped on board. And he did say his own kids watch the show as well.
Yeah, they record and send it to him.
And I just want to state this, that we asked him to come at 7:30, and he knocked on the door at 6:30.
6:30.
An hour before schedule. And came here and just chilled with us for an hour, man.
Yeah. How good was it, man? Like the hour he was here, clear weather, clear sky, not a wind.
Someone's
we hit the switch. The bottle was flying, cuz.
Literally on the second.
He caught us a bit off guard, but
He caught me off guard, but I was running around
But I had no shirt on.
Shook.
he's
Everyone's, it's going to be all right. What do you mean it's going to be all right? The guy's carrying chairs for the house.
Tables, chairs,
Tables and chairs. Good on him.
Yeah, that was good quality, and I'd love to have him on the show again. Hopefully, after we maybe win a title. He did say, we said, listen, if we win the title this year, we're having a spit here, and he said, no, if we win, you're coming over to my place.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
So
Done deal.
He's extended his
Don't let us
invitation.
down.
Yeah.
If we win the title, the party's at his place.
Oh yeah,
Right.
banana.
People are speaking, by the way. They
What are
want
they speaking?
they want
What are they
They want Barello on.
Barello, the big
Barello.
guy. Someone wants Arnold.
Brigitte.
Graham Arnold.
Graham Arnold. You know how good.
We'll put that other banner behind us.
We'll just do it over the fence. The camera will just go off.
They just froze it over the fence.
It won't when the podcast starts, it won't be there, but we'll have someone on the other side slowly dropping it down. He goes home and he sees a fucking voice. Oh shit!
All right. I just want to touch on something quickly. Some big news during the week. Obviously, probably
Some good news.
It's good news. Very good news. Good news in both ways. Obviously, the grand final format is back to the highest winner in the semi-final gets the home grand final. Good work on the New South Wales government. Obviously, they saw the backlash they copped last season from obviously biggest backlash.
So what's the
from
details now? What's the
details? It's back to normal. So everything's back to normal.
This season.
And
so the grand final goes to
grand final goes
highest
to the
place
highest
semi-final
semi-final winner.
what do you
On
think
the
led
lead
to the
ladder.
U-turn?
U-turn. Well, no victory.
It was 100% it's a backlash. It's going to be the backlash. Obviously, I think money played a big factor. I think that's why we're doing that. Whatever round they're calling it.
So do we leave
The
that money
Unite-
on the table now?
I'm not too sure what's
I
happening.
don't know. They haven't really said anything like that. They haven't said any financial details. I'm guessing
They've pretty much just swapped it out, right?
Yeah.
They've just swapped it out for this Unite round. That's going to be the A-League men's and A-League women's games all in Sydney over the one weekend between Combank, Allianz and Leicard.
Yep.
And that's it. It's a straight swap for that.
My question before, but I head to you. My question now is, there was a huge backlash, obviously, with the decision to have the grand final in New South Wales, despite who's in the final. Everyone, made sure their voices were heard. Do we now, after this, reverting back to what original plan was, do we give credit to them for doing this,
mate? It's good you say that, because I did read something when the rumours were coming out that they're going to do it, and I could be Robbie Slade or someone, or whatever. Read an article saying, you know what, if they do overturn it, you have to say credit to the APL because they got big egos.
They've listened.
Yeah.
And
But credit to the fans.
They have to have listened since the bitch invasion happened, right? Fuck.
Well,
I would have turned it over straight away. Yep, we're going back. We're not having that again.
But they could have used that pitch invasion in terms of, all right, you fans obviously don't know what you are doing.
Yeah.
Leave it to us. They could have doubled down on that decision. And obviously there was, for a lot of financial gain. Again, we don't know the financials of it if we're still getting that money. But for them to turn around and listen to the fans, and obviously go back to the old format, I think is, you know what?
massive.
I was critical, but you got to give a compliment when it's due.
They got it right.
They got it right.
Another thing that I'm going to say they got it right, probably people outside of New South Wales probably won't agree, probably some will. It is what it is. But they've added a new concept now to the league. What you said, Kev, before, the magic round, obviously they call it. They call it in NRL. I'm guessing
Unity round
it's
or
the
Unite
same.
round?
It's Unite round.
Is that all
United
New South
round.
Wales?
Or every game is in New South Wales.
Every game
Three
is on
stadiums.
at those three stadiums.
You know what? When there was backlash and obviously Twitter was going wild, there was a lot of people that came up with that idea.
Yeah.
Instead of having the grand final here, why don't we just have one round like the NRL does? Magic round in Queensland where all the teams go play at Suncorp. So that idea was floating around. I'm really happy.
The difference is that for the NRL one, when they have
one stadium.
Magic round.
They do Magic round,
They've got it in Brisbane. It's always in Brisbane.
In one stadium.
So I don't know.
Suncorp.
Like,
NRL's looking at moving theirs too.
Yeah.
And then the AFL
Ace
did
bidder.
gather round in Adelaide.
Yeah.
So I think the concept is starting to grow, like having all the games in one city. And I think
I reckon they should change it. Like every year, they should change it.
I think
Give
Sydney will get it one more year.
It's gonna be tough.
The 3 year thing,
Yeah,
the 3 year deal.
Yeah.
But it might jump. Like it might.
I was thinking about this.
Like it should.
I'd
every
love to
year.
go to Melbourne for
Why not?
I was thinking about those, but I was thinking like, because obviously like as football fans, we like to jump on whatever critical, and I'm thinking like, good on APL for going back. Big egos, businessmen, like credit to them. I thought, you know what, this Unite round, when are they going to have it in Melbourne? And I think Melbourne is probably maybe the only other city they can have it in. Maybe Queensland, because you need a couple of stadiums availability.
It's not just stadiums,
and you need the clubs.
You obviously need the security as well.
Yeah, but looking at the fixture list, like the way they've planned this round is no New South Wales team is versing another New South Wales team. There's only one game, or is it one game or two games where there's no New South Wales team, and they're holding the game at Leichhardt.
Who are versing City?
We're versing City. Yeah,
Sydney versus Victory.
Yep, on the Saturday.
And Mariners versus
Adelaide. Is it?
yeah.
Yep.
And Perth must versus Brisbane.
What's this?
No,
This round one? What are you talking about?
MacArthur. No, the United. MacArthur, I think
round.
Brisbane and Perth, Wellington. Possibly, I could be wrong.
Possibly,
but that last one's in Leichhardt, and it's great. Like I think it's. We don't have many traditions in the A-League, but I think going back to the grand final is must. We were critical. Everyone was critical. I came out and I said why I said the APL needs to answer for this. I said, well, I still want to attend games, and I think I still stand by it. But I think it's a step in the right direction. And Danny Townsend going to
The Middle East.
That I don't know if that played a part. I don't know if that's a promotion.
Role there, does he?
Yeah, he's gone, man. And
And what's his new role over there? Saudi?
Saudi. Destroying something over there.
Ruining some league.
Oh, it's already happening over there, but anyway, that's a different story.
Good luck. He's great. Keep him. Yeah.
The thing is, I think them reverting back to the original format is a form of them saying we got it wrong.
Yeah.
Right now, when someone apologizes and says I've got it wrong, as fans we should let it go, forgive them maybe, and probably congratulate them and compliment them on the change, man. I don't think as fans we should keep that anger. I think it's all done now.
The only part I'm going to be critical about it, boss, is how long it took.
Yeah.
I think.
But then again, Kev, it's probably not an easy process.
No, I know. They're going to go
it's a
through
lot of
negotiation
paperwork,
and
yeah.
whatnot.
Sit down if they've got
But
New South
between
Wales.
when the whole Melbourne thing happened, like the pitch invasion, to today or to last week, whatever it was, it's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time because this Unite round is an additional round.
Yeah.
It's not it's not like part of the home and away thing. Well, it sort of is, but it's so you have to read the
So
email.
the season's extended, is it?
By 1 round.
Originally that was our away game
At
versus
City. Yeah.
So now that's going to get postponed, and now we've got a home game against City as well.
I could just imagine if we beat them.
So does-
should have been our home.
No, but the game, they still got City.
They're still
got
gonna get
City
their
away.
away
some
game.
So
other
there's
time.
teams that verse each other 3 times.
Yeah, there'll be.
Yes.
Yeah, now
Whoever
there is.
versus each other in the Unite round, obviously have to
It's
versus
pretty
each
much
other
playing
3
them,
times.
yeah.
All
That's
right.
why I understand
All
it.
right.
Yeah, yeah. Look, like you said, I think credit to them. They fixed the wrong. They fixed the wrong that should have never been wrong in the first place.
Yep.
But like you said, I think it proves that they're listening to us, and it takes a
When
big
did
thing.
they
like-
announce this?
Last week.
Last week. Do you think
No,
obviously
this week,
This week.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
if we're going to put the
Wednesday.
pieces together, I believe Townsend's resignation maybe led to this decision.
It would have been. It would have been.
He would have informed them a month ago, right?
Yeah.
You can't just get up and say I'm going to Saudi, right?
I think this is the thing. Like, would Townsend have a go? Would Townsend have a say, or is it the APL board?
I reckon.
be the
I reckon
board.
he. The moment he resigned,
Yep.
the board goes, okay, well, we can do what we need to do here to fix this problem.
Yeah.
Is that where you were? Is
That's
that
what
where
I'm
you're trying?
saying,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I thought would
He
have happened.
was obviously the
He
face
was the
of
guy.
that.
He was the guy that was standing in the way of this being
spearheading.
repaired.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And I don't think that's. I hope that's never going to happen again because I think there's a new structure within the APL or whatever where there's a body that kind
I
of
don't think
overlooks
they're
it.
going to go back to that, bro.
No, they won't do it again.
Surely not.
Surely you can't make the same mistake twice.
Yeah. But like you said, it's good. I think it brings a bit of positivity to the league.
Man, I'm
and
excited.
Move on, yeah.
I'm excited about the Unite round now. You know, it's
And
Everyone's
Nice
going to
round.
be here. Everyone's going to be in City. Well,
Jeez.
Oh, mate,
Let's
it's gonna
hope
be
everyone
crazy.
comes. Go, everyone book in your holidays and get your asses to the game.
I know.
Because when it comes the other way around, I'll be booking mine
Yeah.
and
Oh, mate.
going.
well,
What a trip.
I know some of the Melbourne groups, the active groups have already shared that round.
Yeah.
So they're obviously keen.
yeah.
it's
It's going to be massive for football.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be
It's going to be a big weekend.
big weekend for
Big weekend, boys.
Big Royal Rumble. And when is it? When they say it's going to be?
It's in second week in January. I think.
Well, they must be following.
12
They must be
January
following the
12 to the 14th.
WWE calendar because the Royal Rumble is around January.
Imagine we're all in a park in the Rock.
30 man battle royal. There you go.
SummerSlam 2024.
Who wins get a
The cage goes down.
We meet halfway at Strathfield.
ticket to WrestleMania coming up in April.
But no, it's exciting. It's exciting. Something new.
I think
and
it's a good way to fix the problem.
Yeah.
It's a good way to fix the
I
problem.
think everyone's happy. New South Wales government gets their same, obviously, the
Yeah.
infrastructure.
Yeah.
And all
If
that.
anything, you got potentially 12 teams, let's say everyone in state traveling, rather than that grand final week where you only get that one set of traveling fans or two set of traveling
Do me a
fans.
favour away there, Kev. Just,
We love you,
just
mate.
stop
Come
in it.
closer.
Just
Come closer, Kev.
Stop moving away from it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
My leg,
We're not shy.
It's the leg. Cut the leg off. Bro. All good.
But yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right, so let's
Let's go into our squad, eh?
Squad or what are we doing?
I reckon let's go-
What do you guys want to do? Yeah.
Right,
What
there's
do
30
you
seconds
guys want to
delay.
do?
Well, you also, I don't know say his name, but it raises a good point. When the on social media, when the APL released that Townsend's going, turn off all the comments.
Yes, they turned off the
Turn
comments.
off all the
They turned
comments.
off for a comment. They turned off the comments for a few posts. I noticed.
I went there. I went
During the
there
weeks.
to have a quick read. And
protecting him, are they?
100%.
Could have been, you know. Some people would have got a one
All
day
the comments would have
ban.
been happy. It would have been positive.
I know I would have written good riddance.
Yeah. I would've-
100%. A gift with the trash.
But it would have been good. It would have been.
Leave
no
your
one's gonna
comments
argue
in
with
this
that.
chat.
Talk about censoring your fans.
Mate.
Far
Yeah.
out.
You do a good
Don't
thing.
Naughty, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Leave your comments in this chat.
Naughty.
We'll take it on board.
Naughty. But yeah. All right, how are we feeling for this season? Positive, like, you know, how are you feeling?
What about you? I'll go with you, boss. You go first.
I had my doubts, all right? I didn't believe, before we sat down with Ruden, I didn't believe we filled the void of some of the players that have left, especially in our back line. I think Marcelo was a big loss. I didn't know if Bonitig was the answer to that. And a few other positions like Clisby, and then, you know, at right back, Tate Russell's coming back. Is he going to find a bit of his old form. So there was a lot of question marks. The midfield, obviously.
Yeah.
But after that podcast with Ruden, he's kind of, I felt a bit more comfortable, especially with some of the imports. You know, the way he boasted about Hendricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see him. Surely we'll get a few minutes out on him.
A few minutes, but not start.
He said he's something special.
Yeah.
Like he's the one player that everyone's gonna say, "Wow."
Yeah.
Right. He just praised him so high. So I'm excited to see Hendricks. You know, our new striker, obviously, but I still have question marks. You know,
I'm with you, Boz.
our backline for me is a bit too shaky, and I think we got exposed against Adelaide. Now he did mention Brisbane in the FA Cup game, Australia Cup game. Now he did mention that he's going to tweak his system this year. I do believe what he's from what I gathered, he's going to play a higher line.
He tried that against Brisbane and
He
got
did.
caught out.
Yep. So that's where my concern is. Not so much the squad and the personnel. It's he's daring to play a very risky brand. The upside is it's going to be a bit more attractive. We're going to put teams under a bit more
more goals,
pressure,
hopefully.
and we could force some errors and obviously score from those errors. But on the flip side, you get caught on the counter,
Yeah.
mate. It's a dangerous game, and
There's a few teams out there.
I don't believe we have the personnel in our back line to play that game like Clisby.
That's my concern. Clisby.
Like he gets caught out, right? He's got, you know, in attack, I know he's got quality moving forward, but in the transition, I feel like he's out of position a lot of the times from what I've seen. And then at right back, that position's still not secured.
We've got competition there, right?
What, Simons is injured?
Yeah, Simmons is injured.
Simmons is injured.
Yeah,
and
Cler's apparently injured. So
Cler's a bit of struggling to find form, and Tate Russell's probably not back to his best just yet. He's probably going to need a few games. So there's a big question mark at that right back position. And then you've got Bonnetig, who, all right, Rud's praising him highly, but
which Bonnetig is the one against Adelaide or
that's
Brisbane?
right. Which Bonnetig are we going to see? And if anything, if we do see the best of him, how long is that going to take? We can't expect him to be a
Marcelo. We can't.
a Marcelo straight off round one. It might take him half a season to get comfortable, and that's the risk.
Yeah.
We don't have that time. We don't have the time to lose points early on in the season. I think the competition is going to be very, very tight this year.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the lower teams recruited really well, and I think that it's going to be a very, very tight ladder, man, at the end of the year. So
I think it's good you mentioned Clisby. I think we were all pretty critical when we signed Clisby. We were a bit iffy. I think he's done all right so far. Yeah, the Brisbane game he got caught out.
Game,
but everyone did.
Exactly. Every game, every player had a bad game.
I think he's going all right. I think he's doing better than we expected.
I think he had a good season last year for Perth.
Yeah.
I think he had he's a solid A-League player. I think
He's proven.
Especially going forward. Like the couple of games he played against us, he embarrassed us a few times.
This is what gets me. This is my worry. Yeah. You said the back line.
Yep.
Cool. Someone said the front line. Next person said the midfield. I think there's a lot of questions in this
There's
team.
a lot of worrying going on.
That's the thing. Like if you ask me who I'm worrying about our forward line, because this game's going to be so interesting without Barella. Because if Barella or Anderson get injured, we have to rely on a Sapsford or a Blair. That's my big worry.
What do you mean?
Two up front. Say Barella. Yeah. Say one of them get injured.
Pereira's there.
Pereira's a winger.
Still. He'll probably
That's my issue. Like
Don't forget we got
Milankovic playing.
he's winger too. He's winger too.
It doesn't matter. He can still play up front.
If you look at Barella experiment last year,
That worked.
threw a winger into the nine and it fucking paid off.
That worked.
That was
but
amazing.
I don't know if
Brilliant.
that's going to work for every player.
You're right, but Malta. Like everyone's got a different view. Like
it's
you're saying
great.
front line.
Yeah.
You said back line. I was like just going to say the midfield.
See?
Like
What are you
trying
going to say? Goalkeeper?
No, bring
Goalkeeper.
back
My gush.
Goalkeeper, fucking.
trying to replace a Schneiderlin,
Neuenhoff, Amalfitano.
Amalfitano. There's I think that was probably the most solid midfielder we've had in a while. I think that was where I was a bit worried. But the one thing that I don't know, maybe because he was on the show last week, I have never had more confidence in a manager since Popovic than Ruden. Like to get the
That's
job
true.
done, because even though he said what he said on the podcast, which went for an hour and 40 last week. But
I didn't even realize it went that long.
But we also spent a good hour with him beforehand and just listening to him. And he knows. And I think we spoke about it a little bit, or you guys spoke about it last week, the weight of the shirt. The weight of the shirt. Clisby at Perth against Clisby at Wanderers with the weight of the shirt. You don't know what you're going to get, right? And the same with all the other players that come in.
We asked him about Brillante, right?
Yeah.
He said, look, he didn't look too good last year in a victory team that fucking underperformed. And he turned around and said, well, he's made the finals 7 of his last 9 seasons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And when you throw up numbers like that...
You can't argue, eh?
What are you going to say, mate?
And he even said, when he was signing the player, he said, do you still have it?
Yeah.
Do you still have the hunger for the game? And he said, yes. And when you hear stuff like that, it
gives
very
you
promising.
Bit of hope, eh?
Yeah. Just coming back to our defense, what worries me as well is I believe we've seen the best of Marcelo last year because he said this as well when he came on the show. Both centre backs were able to focus on themselves and worked off each other. Right now, with the youngster next to him, he can't just solely focus on himself right now. He's going to have to manage his game and manage Bonitic next to him or whoever comes in as well. It could be who's a Croatian boy as well. It could be any of them, right? All of a sudden now, he's got to be the what do you call it in the orchestra?
The leader or the conductor.
He's got to be the conductor now. All of a sudden, he can't just focus on his own instrument, right? He's got to be a conductor. He's got to make sure he's doing his job. Now, is that going to affect his game?
I don't know. I reckon it's a good pressure to have. I reckon it is. Because he's always switched on then.
Yeah.
He'll always be switched on.
Yeah.
And I think Bonitic's that type of player where, I don't know, with his age, he should know his place.
Yeah.
So if Marcelo said, do something, you just do it.
Yeah.
Someone goes, if Marcelo gets a red or injured, there goes our back line.
Oh, we're screwed. There's no depth.
Yeah.
But Beedling?
But he did say there is 2 spots left. Why not go and get a defender?
They've tried. He said he's
I think
tried.
he's
really
tried.
open.
He's trying.
Come on, it's
trying.
Yeah,
you
but
can still go out and get one.
The question here is, you've got 3 targets. You try signing these 3 targets.
That doesn't work.
You don't say, I've tried. You go find another 3 targets.
I think he's still looking though, but right, like I think from
it's not like he's given up.
Even in the fan forum when we were there, he's like, guys, like I'm looking, but I'm not just going to sign somebody for the sake of signing it.
And there's always January.
But he is the guy that I'm banking the season on. I'm not banking on the players. I'm banking on the fact that he's so in tune with what he wants to try and achieve that I think he'll get a rise out of the players. And even when we face those moments where a Marcelo gets suspended or a Barello's off on international duty or whatever, I believe in him enough that he's got a plan. And I'm banking my season on him. I actually think we're going to do really well this year.
What's his name, Malta?
This one?
Yeah.
Tonic. I don't know. If you Google it, you'll see it. I don't know. There's a question mark. There's things going on behind the scenes with him.
Is he still contracted with the club?
He's still contracted with the club, from what I understand.
Well,
there's something.
We understand it's a legal matter.
Yeah.
I don't know the details about it. We're not. It's not our role to talk about it. When
and
something's
the club's hands are tied.
The club's hands are tied, yes. There's a contract, obviously, that needs to be fulfilled by the behalf of the club. So it's not something you could just let go of a player, right? These players are protected by contracts.
It's not us to deal with. It's the courtroom to deal with. They can deal with that bullshit.
It's a legal matter.
Whatever outcome is, it's the outcome.
Yeah. I don't think it's right to talk on a legal matter.
Michael Stoss is in here, mate. He says hi, but he's...
And I think there's a few assumptions about Marcelo, like even we made him. But I think even Ruden sort of said, Marcelo knows he can't get himself into trouble this year.
Yeah, he did
Cop
say
red
that,
cards and get himself suspended. He's got to be a lot smarter than that. So losing him, hopefully...
Would that change the way he plays the game?
I think it will. I think naturally, because if you try to tell him to calm down, he's not going to play as well.
What a question. That's a good question.
It'll
I hope
change
he
the way
doesn't
he
lose
plays.
his aggression, but I hope he's a bit smarter in the heat of the moment.
Well, his aggression is what leads him to getting the red card.
I hope now, when he gets to that brain snap moment, I hope he
That's the only thing you want to bank on, the brain snap.
But it's hard.
If someone hasn't overcome those brain snaps by the age of 35, it's very hard to get out of your system now.
But you know what? I think even the brain snaps and the red cards and all that kind of shit, he's the guy you want on the pitch because you know he's going to go after whoever it is.
Not want, it's a need.
Yeah, well, you need like
It's a necessity.
You're gonna fuck with one of us. Yeah, watch Marcelo come out of nowhere. He'll cop the red and he'll walk off the field and whatever. But neither here or there. I'm not really worried about it.
In his defense, right? I had a conversation with him after he got the red card against Adelaide.
Yep.
Right, and he said what I did with Urakunde is what I've been doing all year. Right, grabbing grabbing by the collar, grabbing by, and the referee showed a lot of leniency towards that because obviously it's not a strike.
Yeah.
I think now that he understands maybe the officiating in the league, I think
He'll take a different
Someone
approach.
said, I know.
approach.
I don't know about you boys. Someone said this. I don't know. I haven't done my research. Hendricks can play centre back.
He's really a defensive mid.
I would have
so
Beedling centre back before Hendricks.
He's coming, I believe, straight for Schneiderlin, from what I understand.
But you know, I was thinking about this. Like Brillante, you would assume is our defensive mid, yeah?
Do you know
or is it Hendricks?
Hendricks is our most highest paid player.
Yeah, he's big. Yeah,
He's on big
he's
money.
most
It'll
valuable.
be
too.
Hendricks
Yeah.
and Brillante.
That's what I think. But which one's going to have the attacking flair sort of thing?
Would you put Ninkovic in the 10?
I think without Barello, you will. I think we will see that this
So where do
weekend.
you start Borrello on the right?
If Barello's fit, Ninkovic doesn't start for me.
So
I think they're playing two up front, aren't they?
Are we
Yeah,
going
Play
two
two up front.
I think
That's
two
the
up front,
system.
yeah.
So who's the front two looking like at the moment?
Antonsen, Barello, I would assume.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wings?
I would have Pereira on the right.
Yep.
On the left, it's open. It's either Brooks, maybe possible, Milanovic.
Milanovic?
Yeah, I would go for Milanovic, to be honest.
Even Ninko.
Milanovic, I listened to an interview he had the other day. It was on the West Sydney Wanderers official page. And he said, my goal this year is, he goes, I was happy with my goal tally last year.
Yeah, I heard this.
What's he not here?
Yeah, at Western United. He goes, my goal is to score goals that matter. So I think he maybe scored a few of his goals when the game was already
Yeah,
done,
wrapped up sort of
which
thing.
means he's keen to maybe score in the big games, which means he's obviously wants to play in those big games.
He wants to start
11.
more games.
Yeah, so
Well, so hopefully this time around. Obviously, he came halfway through the season. Was it last season? January he came through.
Yeah, it's
and
pre-season under his
hopefully
belt.
pre-season under his belt.
And he
can
played a
fucking fire
shitload
away.
of games for the NPL.
He did.
He played a shitload.
Yeah,
I
some
think-
he shone, some he didn't. I
Yeah.
was watching a lot of
Yeah,
NPL.
he did play a lot
some
of
he did.
NPL games.
I think that left mid is the one up for grabs most. Yeah, cheers, but I think that.
smell
I think
it.
that left mid is.
And Ninko's going to have limited games. Like, he's 38.
Mate, like, where are you going to play him? That's the thing. Like, people think I
But
hate
you need
Nico.
to
I
play him,
don't.
but
But
you-
where Banana?
On the left, he lurks on the left hand side
But
over
then
there.
you're going to expose Clisby like badly. Like Nico doesn't have the legs. He's got the brains. He doesn't have the legs.
does Ninkovic start? Or is he an impact
For me,
player?
if everyone's fit, no.
Okay, so who do you play on the wings? You got to give me
I'll
solid
tell
answer.
you,
You can't
Pereira's
go with
Brooks, Milanovic.
Okay.
Oh, even, yeah, all Brooks. Milanovic.
Pereira's Milanovic. If I had to choose full team,
Yeah.
now we don't have Barella this week, but if I had to choose
Maybe
full team,
it's still 50-50.
but my midfield would be Pereira's on the right.
Yeah.
Obviously, Brillante, Hendricks. I don't think he's going to play, but I don't think he's going to start. And then on the left, Milanovic.
Who starts in his place?
His bastards back.
Oh, it's a tough one, mate.
Whose place?
Yeah.
In Hendricks' place for now. Till he gets obviously...
Dylan.
Beedling.
Oh, Beedling. That's very defensive. Yeah.
You've got two six.
But then I think you'll have Ninko up front.
I think. Well, that's how they played against Adelaide.
you got to play like a 4-2-3-1. Ninkovic in the 10 then.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think without Barella, Ninko starts. That's me just guessing.
I think we say two. I think we say two defensive, but you're also missing Simmons. You're also missing Claw. You don't know which centre back we're going to start with.
Dylan's probably not fit yet.
It's a lottery. It's a lottery who we're going to end up with.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the 4-4-2 in the diamond, like Maurice said. I think that'd be pretty good. Play Ninko up that top of the diamond, maybe, but then
Yeah.
you're losing out the mid. You're losing out your wingers.
Do we focus on our opponents? What are we expecting?
I
A
actually
very youthful team.
very youthful. Yeah, I haven't had a glimpse
They
at.
have
They
not,
replaced
they
a
have
lot,
not
so-
recruited at all.
I'll give you a bit of background about Wellington, what they've done this off-season. So
Who's
obviously,
the manager?
a guy called Italiano.
You're right.
Italiano's
And a
surname,
goalkeeper called
which
Italiano.
is he has a very interesting story. He's never played soccer at a professional level. He's only played park soccer or park football. He actually became a coach by accident.
How do you do that?
So the team he was playing for, their coach didn't turn up. So he became coach for a game and then took the team to grand final. And then he obviously was interested in coaching. got his licenses and started new football. I believe at Sutherland Sharks was one of them. Worked his way up to Blacktown. Then he went obviously to Sydney FC under 20s there. That's where he met Ufuk Tale, and Graham Arnold. Done well with Sydney FC there, and then Ufuk Tale obviously took him as his right hand man at Wellington. They call him the Chief.
You're right.
He's a really big boy, and is very well respected. The reason why they've given him the full time role is because obviously he's has a great record with working with young players. And Wellington's, I think their focus this year is bringing in national, New Zealand national youth players. And I looked at their roster for the pre-season. They've lost 2 of their games against A-League opposition, aggregate 5-0 on aggregate both games. I think one game was 3-0 and Adelaide was 2-0. Sorry, Melbourne City was 3-0, Adelaide was 2-0. The only game they won is against a team called Peninsula.
Oh, the Queensland team.
Queensland team, right? Yeah. So I think they're struggling. I think they're gonna need time, being a young team. So
Everyone's tipped them to come last.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I looked at their starting 11.
They lost a
You
couple
started good with your story, then I was thinking in my head.
The coach-
maybe we might lose
Don't
it
forget, they
now,
lost
there
Ollie
and there.
Sale,
Yeah.
their goalkeeper. They lost him. He's at Perth.
And they've brought in the youth goalkeeper who's had close to no senior football experience.
You're right.
A lot of their players are between 19 and 21.
Young, very young.
Very young. So
That's way young,
It's,
bro.
it's
Very young,
it's a
bro.
big risk for them.
so
You know what
like-
that? You know what
you're
that
saying
means? They can run.
they're gonna run.
This whole plan
But
that
they're
we're
gonna be
going to
raw.
play the way we're going to play on Sunday.
Well,
fuck it. They're
Well,
gonna,
let's not. I hope our players don't take it easy. It's the first game of the
No, you
season.
can't. You
Fuck
It's a
can't.
good
man.
fixture. It's a good list.
The fact is, they've won 2 of their last 3 games against us.
Yeah.
All right, the last out of the last 3 games, they've won 2 of them. So you've got to respect your opponent. I do like the game plan of pressing them because I think they lack the experience of playing out from the back.
Yep.
They might have some obviously some maybe confidence issues there, being young and under pressure.
But they'll be quick on the counter.
Yeah, so that's
Pretty
what
sure
we
so.
need to be careful for, the counters. Obviously, little youngsters, what we call little rats running around.
They'll be itching to go.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it's a good game first up. Wellington at
I
home.
think we're fortunate.
I
to
think
be
we
honest.
are.
I don't think it gets easier than this. With all due respect to Wellington,
Yeah.
but looking at all the teams and rosters, Wellington probably have the weaker side. So I
Newcastle
think
maybe, yeah.
I think you know what, Newcastle's recruited well.
I hope they go
a
well,
lot of
yeah.
domestic players, but a lot of experience there. Wellington has a young team, man. Really young, 19, 20, 21, 22, goalkeepers 22. It's just a really young team. We should win.
We should.
We should win. I believe we will win.
I don't know, boss. I think if
We don't
if
have-
Borrella if our strongest team, we should win. I think we should win, but I think we may. I think Wellington are playing. I know it's round 1, but I think they're playing at us at a good time for us with a couple injuries. Borrella out, couple players like Hendricks not match fit. I think, it's not. I don't think it's as easy as kind of we expect if it was round 10 or
You know
round
what?
6.
We
That's-
don't normally have the best start to the season.
don't.
Bro.
We
We've got a
don't.
pretty bad record, bro. It's mainly
Well, okay, last
draws
year.
and how many wins? I think it's only like 1 win, 2 wins.
Yeah, round 1 were tough.
Last year, first 5 games, 3 wins, a win, loss and a draw.
Last year was good, and I think under
There you go. I think it's-
Robinson or someone was good. Remember we had false hope, maybe Gombe, I can't remember.
Yeah, there was one a 2-0 win. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'm just going off.
Yeah, Wellington.
First game.
You're right, Boz. They're a very young team. They've replaced all the youth, and I think that they will struggle. I think they will struggle, but Wellington, you just never know. Like, is it Wellington that's going to get a home final Wellington, or is it a Wellington that's going to finish
I
bottom
think
2?
Yeah, Wellington is at the bottom.
They haven't invested.
Yeah.
I don't know what financial strain they're under, but obviously not. They've retained some big players.
I think this is a different move, but Boz.
the striker who scored 14 goals last year.
They lost him. They lost
No,
him.
they've retained him.
Did they?
He's there for another year. The Polish guy, I think he is.
Oh, him, yeah.
If our viewers can tell us, he scored 14 goals last year. So they're still a threat up front.
I think this is a different play, Boz. I think they're getting in with the New Zealand youth now before the next
Send
New
him
Zealand
back
club
out
comes
tomorrow.
in.
Makes sense.
I think that's what they're doing.
Makes
I think
sense.
they're getting in with the New Zealand youth now because I think next season is when a new New Zealand team comes
Oh, the
in.
Auckland team, yeah.
Yes, so I think that what they might be doing is making
right.
that play
Understand.
with a coach that's with
That's a good chess move, man.
yeah.
Snap up the best youth product in the country
Before the new club
the
comes
other
in.
Before the other club comes.
Yeah, makes sense, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Someone's talking faxi in the
Nah, buy me a ticket, I'll go, bro.
So
Relax,
last
Jimmy.
season we started off good because
Oscar
Malta was
Zawada.
overseas. Malta came back and we
Oscar
lost.
Zawada, that's it.
Yeah, and then we won the
fucking
week
right.
after.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Wanted to fucking
It was
ship you off, bro.
Go back to your fucking
I'll see you in a
retreat.
couple of weeks.
Why need to ship?
Go back to your retreat.
Why need to ship you to Colorado?
Ship, if you're watching, shout out, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Zawada, that's it.
Yeah.
Oscar Zawada,
Yeah.
great player, great target man,
Did he make that name up?
big,
it's real, bro.
big posture. So hey, they've got a threat up front.
That's Marcelo.
They lose a lot with Ollie Sale.
That's on Marcelo to lock
Marcelo.
him up.
No, he didn't lock him up last season. I'm pretty sure he's got the header.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
that's it.
their goalkeeper Ollie Sale last year
loss.
saved them big time, man.
a big loss.
Him leaving and going to Perth. Perth looks stronger, and they got our mates Bozanic
Hey,
and
Perth, I hope they do well just for Stacic. Honestly,
They will.
I actually do.
and Carluccio and
what's-
Bozanic.
What's the love around Stadic? I don't get it.
I just think the way he's been.
Good manager.
Oh no, we don't have a connection. I just think how he was kicked out of the women's was just a bit wrong. A lot of politics
And he set up Central Coast.
and Central Coast.
Credit to him. He went over to the Philippines. The
Yeah.
women's national team did excellent there.
Yeah,
He did a good
semi-final of the Asia Cup or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, 100%.
He's a good manager. He done well when he was at Mariners. Obviously, they gave him time when he was there, and he changed it around. They played some fucking very well attacking football around with
Brilliant
Mariners,
football, man.
and I think that rubbed off well on Nick Montgomery when he was there.
He
Yeah.
lost like over 10 games in a row or something, or he went 10 games without
More. Remember, Ruden was saying
14 or something.
14 or something like that. But
Paid off towards the end. They started
paid
winning
off,
some
and they
games, yeah.
started winning, and it carried on to the
You
last
think
season.
he planted the seeds for their success?
Absolutely,
I think so.
absolutely. I think he bought them. He
Who
bought them
who
patience.
out Perth, is it? Thing bought him? What's
Clive Palmer.
Clive Palmer bought out Perth.
Him and
What?
that
No.
Fucking
Honestly.
It was
I think
it was
he's
a
part
local.
of the consortium.
Yeah, from Melbourne, I think, isn't it?
Fuck, you better hope it's not Clive Palmer. That guy is fucking like a Trump number 2.
Man, honestly,
I like it. He's a character.
Character, man. Remember when he wanted to run for Polly? He had
Football
his
Australia.
yellow fucking billboard everywhere.
He wanted to build the new Titanic. He made a Football Australia to rival FFA. What happened to them? Just nowhere.
He gave up.
During COVID,
Didn't-
he had his
didn't he,
own fucking vaccines.
Didn't he appoint Miron Bleiberg as Gold Coast coach and then told him to play all the under 18s
Yeah.
for a game or something like that?
Closed off half the stadium
yeah,
to
close
prove
off
a
the half
point.
the stadium. Yeah, good on you, Clive.
He got money for that. He didn't want to give it to the it was the FFA at the time.
He had the planes going over
Yeah.
with the banner.
Bleiberg,
But I'm
man.
pretty sure at that time that Gold Coast were a good team. Fucking,
They're all right.
I mean, good that first
I was
season.
listening to Quanthwaite because he was playing for them then.
Yeah,
And I was listening to one of his interviews, and he goes, when we had a away game, he goes, we'd be in the hotel, and then he'd come into the obviously the cafe area where they're having pre-match meals, and then he goes, and then Bleiberg would go, I had a dream last night, because I was walking past doors 442. He goes, so today I'm going to play 442.
Fucking hell. I had a dream.
So he used to base his game formation and system
On his dreams.
according to his dreams, or when he used to see numbers or something, he used to think it was a sign.
You're right.
Yeah.
What if you saw 118?
Well,
Good luck.
Jared Hayden had a dream and it agrees.
yeah, worked out.
He worked out well.
Hayden playing.
Hey, he was there for the taking.
All right, so looking into the game in Wellington, before we go score predictions, what would your squad be? Now, obviously, we think Burlow's out. Cler's probably out. Simmons is probably out.
Fucking hell. Is Russell back?
Russell is back.
Who the hell
Not
he shipped in?
really much fit. Apparently not.
No, he's injured.
Yeah. So backline, what do you think? Clisby, Marcelo's a must. Bonatig, and Russell.
Probably throwing one of the what's his name? The one that came from Croatia that he bring as well.
Gerdic.
Kepic.
Throw him in as well.
Let's show the keepers a bit of respect.
Thomas.
All right.
Thomas. Oh.
Hey, is Minush still around?
No, he's
Yeah.
gone. No, Magush is gone. Magush is gone,
To
isn't he?
Mariners or
Yeah, he's gone.
What do you
Or
mean?
Newcastle.
We got We got a different.
Brother, they were in a photo shoot together the other day.
Oh, you know what? You're all right. He's still with us.
He's still with us.
Still with us. Sorry.
These guys sacked him off already.
Sorry, brother. But there was that rumor. There was that rumor floating around.
Yeah. No, I seen him because
signed off Manouche, bro.
wasn't it last week we were looking at the photo? We were looking at the photo last week and we're like, how are these guys sitting on top of each other on the couch? In that photo. It was the one that Wanderers posted.
Yes,
Yeah, or whatever it was.
Yeah. So Thomas is obviously our keeper for the rest of the season.
Right. Bonitig, Marcelo,
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Clisby, your left.
Clisby, and we got to go with whoever's available.
Russell, bro. It's Russell.
Hey, Russell at the moment.
Surely.
I think it'll be all right.
I think that's it.
All right. We agreeing with Brillante in the 6?
Yeah.
I think Brillante plays.
Okay.
This is tough.
Are we going to go with a 4-2-3-1?
Who are we missing in the middle? I feel like we're missing someone in the
We
middle.
got Brillante,
Beedling.
Beedling, Dylan.
No, I wouldn't play
Beedling.
I reckon Beetling will play at the back.
I reckon this game over Bonitig.
No.
Nah.
The way
When he plays at the back, he plays
Bro,
well.
the way Ruden spoke,
middle.
the way Ruden spoke about Bonitig, he's all in
Bonitig's
on him,
playing.
bro. He's all
Yeah.
in,
All cards in.
all cards in, bro.
Yeah, Bonitig's there,
expect
yeah.
Bonitig to start next.
I
to
think for this
Marcelo.
game, I think we'll see, Brillante and probably Beedling, I think, start.
I think so.
And I hope Hendricks comes on about 60th minute. I would like to see
Yeah,
that.
even
A good half an hour.
Yeah.
Ruden says
60,
he's going to
70.
need around 6 games.
Yeah.
6 games, wow.
60, 70th minute he
For
comes.
fuck's sake, bro. He played the whole last season. Come
Uh,
on, Rudes, bro.
60th, 70th minute, I
Playing
reckon
with
he
us
comes
like
on.
that.
He didn't say 6 games to get him fit. He said 6 games to see the best of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he might.
Maybe we could see him.
I think he starts round 3, probably. Round 3 probably
He starts,
starts.
but I reckon he'll hit his peak.
Yeah,
that
round
Rude's
6.
expecting around that round
Hope
6
so,
mark.
man.
Yeah.
Hope so.
It would be good to get him on, like you said, Malta, 60th minute. If we're up by 2-3 goals, if
Oh,
it's
now
not
watch us
jinx
be
it
down
and
by
we
2 or
lose
3 now.
2-3 goals now, and get him on the park, get him a good hit out.
Yeah. Right mid or right wing, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, it's Perez.
Perez?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Tough one, in my opinion. Left wing.
Left
Left
wing, I'm
wing.
going with Milanovic.
Yeah.
I'm going Brooks.
Oh, yeah, Ninkovic.
Brooks' last game was
Okay.
yeah.
Ninkovic.
Ninkovic. Nah, the reason why I don't think Ninkovic for the next question. Up front,
Yeah.
Antonsen.
Antonsen for sure.
And so
He's a goal scorer. He's bringing a goal scorer.
I'm playing Ninko in the 10, bro.
That's what I think.
Straight 10, bro.
Yeah.
You don't run.
Just pass the ball.
Just get the ball and feed, bro.
I think
and
this
and
game
we
I
saw
agree.
how fucking
Yeah.
he can finish, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, there's an age factor there, so you got to limit his running.
Yeah.
All right. So I think this game, you just tell him to sit in the 10 and dictate the game.
I think this game
Just
is it.
give it to the
Let
wings.
Brillante and
Do the
what's
dirty
her name?
work.
Yeah.
Let them
Yeah.
work behind you. All right. You've got 2
Well,
sixes.
That's what he did when they were at Sydney FC together.
That's right.
This guy did all the dirty work, cleaning up. This guy would just pick the ball up and
Bang.
off you go.
See you later.
I think
So
that's it.
I'm going with that.
And I think if Ninko wants to possibly push for a starting 11, he's got to perform this game. Put it in the boss's mind that,
Absolutely.
you know what, I should
Well,
be
not
starting.
just that.
You know, you make it out like he's never performed
Yeah,
in
I
his
was gonna
life.
say.
No, I'm just saying because you can't drop Barello. You can't drop Barello.
Well,
You
if
can't
he's not there, then what are you going
You
to do?
can't drop
I think
Antonsen.
Ninko's
No, I'm
a
saying
30
when
Oh, so you're not dropping Barella.
yeah, and you're not dropping Antonsen. It's just unlucky for
It
Ninko.
depends on what kind of system Rudes wants to play. If he's going to play his wingers out wide, that's not Ninkovic. He doesn't have the pace for that. But if you're going to play inverted around the the edge of the box, he can maybe cause a bit of.
I think there's going to be
tough
games,
one,
man.
bro.
There's going to be games where he's going to come up with a different game plan and go, Ninko, you're not going to play against X team. I'll need you for the one after that.
Because as a coach, right, obviously, when you want to break down teams,
Yeah.
you do that with your width. Right? You stretch them out. And that's done by your fullbacks overlapping or your wingers going out wide near the sideline.
Yep.
I know some coaches back in the days that used to look under their wingers' boots to see if there was white paint on them.
Yeah.
That's how wide.
That's
you
how
wanted
wide they want him, yeah.
And if they,
Too wide, bro.
bro, if
I think we need that.
But no, that's too wide.
I think it suits us.
Not 7-11, bro. Back in
all of a sudden, the fullbacks on the opposition team are squeezed out.
Yeah,
squeezed
and
out the wide.
you're exposing your centre backs.
There's all space through the middle. So depends what kind of approach he wants with his wingers. But if he wants them tucked in, allowing
That's
Tate
Ninko.
to and obviously Clisby to overlap, then I think that will suit Ninkovic a bit more.
I want to see this season more. I want to see a lot of overlapping runs from our right
You
back.
go and watch Mourinho when
We didn't have it.
Mourinho was at Spurs. He outsmarted Pep Guardiola with the tactics of the back line.
great for Mourinho.
What I really
Very
like,
easy
what
done, but
Ruden emphasised also that he said he's brought in a lot of pace into his team. So I'm expecting a fast brand,
I hope
man.
so, man.
Just a non-stop energy.
I hope
if you're going to say that, then you'll put Pereira on the right,
Yeah.
Milanovic on the left, and It's fucking rock and
Yeah,
roll.
100%. I think
Because
that's it.
you've got up front Antonsen, you got Barella who will run around like he runs.
If he plays,
obviously,
yeah.
we've seen him, right? Runs around like a madman chasing the ball down, bro. Which
I think if Barella
these
plays,
young
we
boys
win
should be doing
comfortably.
it as well. So I don't know about Antonsen. Probably
Adelaide 1-0 up.
Yeah,
Who scored?
Nah, I
I
don't
think it's a
know.
goal scorer. but
Reece Williams
I'm
gone.
going good on
Reece
the
Williams
corners.
gone, boys.
I'm gonna say Irokunda or the Japanese guy.
Hiroshi.
Oh, this is a good start. I didn't realise this.
Go,
I
go,
think
go.
our draws are rubbish anyway. But this year we need to take advantage of the fact that we don't leave New South Wales until December.
Yeah,
He's not wrong.
If that's the case, we should. Yeah, we got to be top 2 by the time.
Well, we sort of
set
did
out.
that, I think, last year or year before.
Mainly because of a lot of
It's very
things, but
because of the
New South
whole
Wales teams.
COVID thing back then as well.
Holleran,
Yeah.
Ben Holleran.
And by the way, Reece Williams has been released.
Yeah,
so,
he's
so
yeah, he's gone for
Yeah.
sure.
Unfortunate, but yeah.
Enjoy your retirement, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you had a great career? Obviously,
Shitty end.
Shitty. Yeah,
First
but-
player ever on RBTV.
Yeah.
Yes,
first
he
player.
was
Yes.
on the Zoom.
captain, yeah.
But I think a lot of people are going to remember him for his time at Middlesbrough,
Yes.
where he captained obviously Middlesbrough for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to remember him for that. I think he deserves that.
He was a
And
good captain.
Yeah.
He was a good captain when he was
He was
here
a good
with us.
captain. He was. I think he was bought in, but that injury just mate, that's career ending at that age, bro. Your hammy
Yeah.
torn off the bone. That's fucking.
Yeah.
You don't come back from that, bro.
And he engaged with everyone really well. Even after the FA Cup, he did a post match with us.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Halloran scored for Adelaide.
Halloran.
Yeah, Halloran.
Yeah.
Halloran scored for Adelaide.
Yeah, Halloran.
Yeah, he
It's
did.
Ben
Yeah.
Halloran.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss
Mr.
Sitter.
Bro,
Yeah, Barella.
When they playing next game?
What?
They played. They
They're done.
played
They're
a
done.
couple of games
They
ago.
played
England,
England,
same day as Malta.
England, New Zealand.
What's that?
Barello.
Yeah, Socceroos
Oh,
beat
against
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand. Yeah, they won
2-0.
2-0. Yeah.
Where was that in?
That was in London.
London. Okay.
Yeah.
London.
England.
Empty
Hey,
stadium.
apparently we performed well against England. I didn't have a chance to watch it.
Australia played well first half.
First half, yeah.
Yeah, we contained them, and then second half.
Was that at Wembley or something?
Yeah, Wembley.
Wembley, yeah.
First sellout.
Mate,
I was always going to sell out, Brad.
Nah, it's fucking good, bro.
Not like Australia.
Australia's never played in Wembley in 100 years, bro. We were like Craven Cottage.
They could have played Malta, they would have sold it out.
I,
Actually did.
that's a good result, bro. 1-0 at Wembley.
Come on.
Yeah, 1-0 Wembley, yeah.
Bosnia
we-
done well.
we had chances.
We done well.
Yeah, after the first half, what was it? 3-0, 4-0?
Second half, you did well.
5-0.
Turkey's
That's off to the crowd.
Turkey's going good.
Turkey's qualified for Euros.
The dark horse again. They're back.
We're a bit more mature now.
That's up to the Bosnian crowd. They didn't leave the stadium. Even though it was 5-0, they didn't leave. Once Ronaldo came off, they started booing. But they didn't boo for him. They booed because he's taking him off. Don't take him off.
Oh,
People came to see him.
Oh yeah, good point here as well. Even the game when we leave in December is Brisbane away, where we all go tour of duty. So it'll be almost like another home game.
Also,
When's that again?
December
1st of
1.
December.
December 1.
also
It's my birthday next day.
big news
Give me
coming
shouts.
out of the RBB. They've released new merch for the new season.
Yes.
So we'll jump on that because I don't think they're going to last very
Selling
long.
nut.
I've had a chance to see a couple of the pieces.
They're starting
What
early
they got
this
for sale?
Sunday.
It's scarves, the jumpers. The jumpers I saw last night and the shirts. Beautiful. Nice touch.
Get to the pub early.
And they're
if you
starting early. I think
Get
11:30 this
11,
weekend.
Get to the
11:30.
pub early. If you want
Yeah.
your shit, get to the pub
It's gonna sell.
early.
want. And
They've
have-
even
yeah.
selling. I saw just not long ago. I even saw last night the photos someone took.
Be careful.
The photographer. I don't know his name, but anyway,
Yeah,
they got that. They'll be on sale
yeah,
as well.
there's something there.
When's the
It's
RBT?
up on the thing. Everyone can see it. It's not like I'm hiding it. It's up. It's up. It's
Is
up.
RBTV making a
merch?
not merch? So we're making an appearance after the game.
Of course,
Yeah,
we are.
yeah, yeah,
As always.
yeah.
You know where we are.
Gate
You know,
C, is
you
it?
know where to find
Can't
us.
remember my bloody
Back to
day.
business.
Back to business. The camera's out again. The mic's out.
We'll be there.
Proceed to make your way over.
George will be there. George, I'm sure
George
will be
is there. Kev
What,
is there.
what are we
I'll be
expecting in terms of crowd numbers?
Ooh, good question, boss. You actually don't know.
Let me
10,000.
Let me tweak that question. What would we be happy with?
I'll
Anything
be
above
happy with 12,000.
Anything above 10, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be happy. Yeah,
What's
12,000.
What's the final membership numbers?
we're over 15, aren't we?
We've become the club I don't want to become.
Guys, how does that work? Like, explain it to me. How do we get such high
All these
membership
different
numbers?
forms
but
of memberships.
It doesn't equate to
But every other club is the same.
Boss
I was
is
going to
different
crack
forms.
a joke, but I won't.
It's different forms of
What is
membership.
it? What were you
boss.
going to say?
So explain it to me. So if
So-
if you sold 15,000 memberships, how are we averaging, let's say,
It's
8,000?
a lot of-
Because
every
a
A-League
lot
club
of
does
people
it.
buy just to rock up to the derby.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Same like
No, yeah, you are right, but
I am
no,
right. I'm not wrong.
It's there's different types of memberships. So you got like the kids memberships. You got like the 3 game pass. You got all these, I think, pets now. It's all
You
just
can do
bullshit
pets now.
Yeah.
Anything to get a number in.
What, you bring your pit bull into
Bring
the
your
game?
underwear too. Bring your people, let him loose on the field.
What I will say is I'm fucking disappointed.
come on.
No, I actually am.
No, come on.
Because it's
Come on,
embarrassing
Azar. Come on.
that Sydney has reached 20K, Victory has reached 20K, and we haven't.
Who cares?
No, I fucking care, bro.
Man,
We always
it
said we were
ain't
bigger
it.
than Sydney.
It
And
ain't
now
it,
look at it, bro.
Malta.
Numbers don't lie banana. Sorry, bro.
Mate, it took him 20 years to hit 20K, bro. I mean, yeah, pretty
Yeah, but
much.
still, bro. Like, it's
You know
still,
what?
man.
I-
How much you disappoint? Like, fair enough, they've had much more success than us. We can't argue with that. But come on, bro. We're supposed to be a football highlight.
Mate, we're tight out in the West, mate.
Hey, listen.
Not everyone can drop 300.
Hey, listen. You don't play the best.
on
Like,
certain
it's,
things.
it's the Wogs, you know? You don't play good, we're not going to
I know a lot of people that buy their tickets game to game, man.
On the plus side,
But then our crowd numbers should be increased.
relax, bro. On the plus side, there's a portion of that from every club where
Yeah.
maybe I'll say a good at least 5,000 of them. Not I'll say I know it is. Half of them are free. The kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
so
That's why it's bumped it up that high.
they've included that in
know
the
what I mean?
numbers.
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know if they're in our number. I don't know if they're in that 15,000
Yes,
number.
they are.
What, the 6,000 Wonder Kids that they've got?
Yes,
Are in that.
they're in that
They're in
category.
that number. Are you sure?
Same as the
For
other
every
clubs.
club, every
For
other club, every club does it. Not just
So
us.
it's
Because
it's
I'm
Not just us doing it.
inflated
Every
number.
club has it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they announced the 15,000 before they announced the Wonder Kid program. And speaking to the guys at the Wonder Kid program yesterday, they're at 6,000 kids.
So you're saying 21 in
Yeah,
total?
we are,
So
Michael.
it should be 21.
I think.
Like, we haven't released
Just
it.
based on when the data was released. But
Maybe we can call Sean.
You know, just give them a call. Call them.
Yeah, I think, back to your question, Boz, I think
Scott.
10K.
But Malta, to your point, you know, you're saying 20,000 other clubs. If we had the success
Yeah.
that those clubs, that would be at 30,000.
Oh, easy.
Oh, you
Hands
would hope
down.
so, yeah.
Well, we did it the second season. We had
Yeah, we won the
we had
ACL.
how many 20-something thousand members,
After the
but we
ACL?
didn't have a 20,000 seater stadium.
Yeah, we had only 19,000 or something.
Yeah.
20, yeah.
Point this.
Anyway, those numbers are all just fake to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Knock off half those numbers, and that's your.
I don't give a crap how many members we have, as long as like our crowd's
I couldn't
around
give a
15,
shit,
man. I'll be happy with 15, 20.
12 to
I rather
15 is good.
10,000 rule supporters and 20.
Well, it's like
another extra
Marconi.
10,000
How mad was that?
fake.
That was proper. Like, that was proper.
That was proper. That was nice.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll accept 10. I'll be happy with anything over 12.
Yeah.
All right, let's go score predictions that we always get wrong.
Predictions, yes. I'm going to go. Sorry, I'm looking for gold up my nose. I'll go for, ever since the Bods now said about the young squad about Wellington, I'm going to go for a 3-0.
Used.
I almost predicted your score.
Yeah?
I had my fingers up. I had 3-1.
3-1.
I got
You
3-1.
like that? You always like that score, man.
Yeah. I think, obviously, with the back line being a little bit shaky, maybe.
I'm going to go with 4-1. Antonsen scores a hat-trick on debut.
You know his name I finally said right the other day? Amalfitano.
Amalfitano.
When he's left.
I finally said his name right. Out of the blue, he popped up on the screen. I was like, Amalfitano.
Amalfitano.
Finally said his name right.
Relax, bro. I'm not going to go 1-0 loss.
So
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to
go.
go Antonsen hat-trick.
Hope so, bro. It'd be
4-1,
good to see him,
4-1,
Curran, yeah. I'll go for like a 2-0 win. I think our back line's.
So we agree. We're just happy with any win at the moment.
Is that the
That's a
first
win
time we
win.
all
Nah,
predicted
every time
wins?
we predict wins, we lose.
Is that the first time all
honestly,
four of
yeah.
us?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
No, we've done it before, Kevin. We always
All
lose.
right, how much is Wellington
Yeah,
paying?
no, legit.
Get on Wellington.
Jump on Wellington. Jump on Wellington.
Stoss came and said 6-1 loss. I don't know why.
Who?
Stoss, he messaged 6-1 loss, he reckons.
He's at work, isn't he?
Time to get back to work, bro.
Get
Get back on the tools, bro. Go in your overtime.
Do you want to touch on the women's game? Because that was really good, Banana.
Jeez.
Okay, let's say this.
Wellington 450, there you go.
There's
All right, back to the women's game.
improvement.
Second half was good. Not taking the piss.
First half was absolutely shocking.
Was the Wanderers goal shocking or the game's quality?
Bit of both.
I'll say
Bit of
the
both.
first half quality of the Wanderers was bad.
Yep.
And second half was big improvement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something
Big
we could
improvement.
work off.
Well,
Second half, yeah.
Only thing I was baffled about, and most people
Yes.
were baffled about, was why were you playing one striker in between 4 defenders and literally feeding the ball to the striker
Yeah.
and leaving her isolated between 4
what
players?
she's supposed to do.
So, like, literally, I don't think they even got into their box first half.
Was that adjustment made at half time?
Yeah,
It looks like it was because
came on.
Caceres came on.
So there's 2 strikers, was there?
More like a number 10, I
But
think.
she was playing more like a number 10,
Okay.
and she really changed the game.
She did.
She really, really changed the game. I was baffled to think.
Why
Was she on the field first half? Or was,
I don't
or
believe
was she.
Well, if she was,
I
she
don't
went
think she
missing. I don't
was.
think she was, no.
Yeah, if she was, she went really missing, and then second half she really turned it up, man.
And our number 4, the centre back, tall girl, she's pretty solid. You look at her and you think, but she's actually all right.
Do we have many imports? I know we have the American.
To be honest,
There's
I
a few
don't know.
Americans in there. I had a look. There's
Is
a
that
few of them.
Filipino girl still there from last year?
No, she's
No,
gone.
yeah, no.
We'll say this: second
Okay,
goal was
huh?
a handball.
Yes,
Clear
yes.
Fucking, that's Dave.
They don't
Bro.
have
Is there
VAR.
VAR in
No.
No, there's not, bro.
VAR would have overturned that.
That was a good shot.
Good,
That was a
good
handball.
question.
first
There's
one
no VAR in the A-League, right?
No, there is.
there is.
Improved. Improved.
Yeah, improve VAR.
First goal, I reckon. Going back to the women's game. First goal, I reckon she should have saved it.
Okay.
Good half volley shot.
Good half volley.
But no, I'm going to say this. Most of the shots in women's football should be saved.
Oh, they score some long
I
distance
see
ones.
so many
Yeah, the
goals.
long distance ones are fucking.
Like, you think, what are you doing? Like, how did you get to that level? But, guys, someone brought up a comment here. Someone predicted a scoreline and put Marcus Yunus there as a goal scorer.
He's not even in the team.
Do we know much detail about him?
Oh, I don't.
I don't think he's
The only
in
thing
the squad.
it's an assumption because I haven't confirmed it, but I'm pretty sure he's
That's
injured.
one we forgot to ask Ruden.
We asked, because I asked him at the fan forum and he forgot to answer the question.
Okay.
And then we forgot to ask him last week. But I reached out to Marcus Yunus. I messaged him directly. Just said, hey, hope you've been well. And he goes, paraphrasing here, but he's like, I'm looking forward to come back. So, but it didn't say he was injured or whatever. But if it is an injury, speedy recovery, obviously. Because
Jimmy
we're
said
looking
it's
forward to
injury.
seeing you. Yeah.
One of our
Injured?
guys said
Out with the injury.
Yeah,
Jimmy
so-
H.
Jimmy H. Do
Yeah.
we know what injury he has?
He said he
he
spoke to
spoke to
Eunice at
Eunice
the
at the
women's
game.
game.
Pulled his
So-
third leg or something like that.
Do you know his injury, Eunice? Or sorry, Jimmy. Or
Eunice, you know your own injury.
Eunice, what's your injury?
Eunice, do you know Jimmy's injuries?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you know his injury, just throw it down, please, man. Much appreciated. But yeah, but he killed MPL. I think he's got just give him. Don't expect big things from him straight away if he does come back.
We've got a love heart there, do we?
Yeah, I've been.
Hey, this
pressing
love
it here
heart's
and there,
going
bro.
off.
How do you know which comment it goes
Relax,
to?
Ali.
Who knows?
I don't know, bro. I clicked it
Who
once. I
knows?
don't know what happened.
Give it to Jimmy
Is our
H.
thing still there? The gift box?
Gift box. I mean the
I'm not sure, bro. You're gonna
No, it's not here.
the.
We'll turn that feature on.
Oh, Bob, don't start a poll. What's the poll?
Out with the injury.
Oh, here's your question. Every time Stos says,
Here we
"Here's your
go.
questions," we can literally answer viewers' questions live.
There we go. Oh, where's the money one? Where's the money?
I don't
one?
know, bro.
Where's the
We're on the money. We're on the money. No.
Yeah,
But no, if you haven't
knee injury.
get to the pub early, 11 o'clock or 11:30. Get to the march. Hopefully,
Kickoff is at
3.
3. Yeah, so
And
great
what
time.
do
there's
we
a march, yeah?
Yes, there's a march. Yes, there is a
Yes,
march.
there is.
Yeah,
2:15 Alfred
do
Park.
we know the weather on Sunday?
It is fucking 33 degrees.
Perfect temperature football. Yeah.
Perfect.
Right, bro.
Peak, bro. Peak.
Surely there's a bit of wind, but highly doubted in Parramatta.
Put your sunscreen on, I guess. Get your hats
Slip,
on.
slop and slap, get your sunnies on.
11
And get
o'clock.
there to the game, mate.
Get
Bring
there to
your
the
family.
game, bring your family,
You know, it's
fill
finally
up
a bit
Church
of,
Street.
Yeah, a bit of positivity. Like, nothing to be negative about. New season.
Not just our game, get out to every game.
Bring
Go
the-
support your team.
Bring the family. Like Banana said, half the tickets are free for
Yeah.
kids.
For
So
kids,
get your kids
fucking-
out there. If you haven't signed up, go to the Wanderers, the free kids membership.
Yeah.
You'll get a ticket to every game except for the derby.
Yep.
So go and sign up. Put your local club.
100%,
Your
mate.
local club might win something as
gonna
a
s-
return.
I was going
return.
to say, everyone support the club, obviously. We only have one team in the West, and then I remembered MacArthur. Hey, they're looking good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're looking good.
They look good last year then.
Fuck, they won, 6-7-0 in their
Oh,
Asian
mate,
Cup?
who'd they play against? These workers again.
Yeah, Central Coast
Pub-
won.
pub team,
8
huh?
or
Pub
9.
team. Probably worse than a pub team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
All right.
Any questions, no?
Question?
I think Malta. I think we've done a pretty good.
I think our engagement has
viewer
been
engagement.
top quality.
Yeah.
Better than Stoss.
What's changed?
What's
You could
What's
engage.
changed?
Hey, we'll say that on a positive note. You engage real well with the
Thank you.
people there.
Yeah. Just man
You
of the
are a
people.
man of the people.
Man of the people.
Man of the
MacArthur
people.
didn't
Man
count. Yeah. Man of the people. But no, yeah. Get to the game. Should be hopefully.
Nice weather.
Yep.
Get out there. Fill the restaurants up.
Hey, I'm excited, guys.
Personal interviews as well.
Not just fuck you.
I don't know if I'm excited, Boz.
As a football,
You're not excited.
Can I
I
just
am.
say something?
I'm. Yeah.
Football game day is not just about the football, bro.
It's not about 90 minutes. Yeah.
It's not even that. It starts at the pub, bro. You know,
does, Boz.
seeing everyone, getting a drink,
Yeah.
chanting at the pub,
Yeah.
the march. It's not
Yeah.
about the football,
It's
bro. It's
true,
a
bro.
game day experience.
Fucking oath.
It's true, right?
That's what people forget.
Yeah, people think, all right, I'm going to rock up 5 minutes before kick-off. No, it's a game day experience. It starts at 11 o'clock and
Yeah.
you go home at 7 o'clock, right? Or whatever it is, 6 o'clock. And you just fucking, it's just a buzz, man. You see old faces, bro.
Fuck off, Gav.
I'm Jade, man. I just want to get some chance cranking at the
I
pub.
can't wait, man. Honestly.
And
Yeah.
fucking get stuck into it
Yeah.
where we left
It'd be
off
good to be
from.
back in 30 degrees heat.
Fuck, who gives a shit, bro? Enjoy it. I miss it.
That's it.
No worries. Yeah. All right, boys. Oh, boys, girls, whoever. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, see you
Ladies
at the
and
game.
gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Outside
see you at
game,
the
see ya.
game. Don't be shy to come around after the game.
outside gate C.
Gate is what gate
Gate
are we?
C, yeah.
Gate C,
Gate
behind
C.
Gate C, near that light where we always usually are.
Yep. Oh, also, someone did say, if you're under 18 and you want to buy merch, go to the pub. I know they did this last year. I assume it's again this year. Go to the pub, just say you're here to buy merch, and they'll tell someone who's selling to come in, grab you, and then we'll take you up. Buy merch, but then, sorry, you got to go. Yeah. So if you're
Listen,
under
mate,
18,
if
you
you're
can
coming
buy
with someone
merch.
who's
Buy a merch and
yeah.
just jump on the pokies.
Have a slap, hey. Good luck for your life. We're out.
all right,
Guys,
thank
much
you for
love.
watching, and we'll be back soon. We're out.